Sensory Tools for Meditation 72. Everything that happens is awakened energy. Good and bad stuff that happen are awakened energy. That is why there is no point to think that you are going to have a life without mistakes. When you were in your 20s, you weren't so afraid of the future. You always assumed that if you had at least $2,000 you would make it and survive. The past is only thought, not something that exists. The world on one hand. Then on another hand a system of symbols about that world in our mind. We pick up groups of stars in the sky and call them constellations. Constellations are a group of stars in our mind's eye, but stars are not out there as constellations already grouped in the sky. The difference between myself and the universe is only an idea. With meditation we feel our basic inseparability from the whole universe. Let it all be music. It is all music. Stop thinking, so you can give your brain an open space. We need to shut up, because thinking is talking to ourselves. When you talk you are blocking what anyone else has to say. The ocean humidity in Los Angeles, like the morning you went to an outdoor festival with Stells in West Hollywood or in Long Beach by the beach. Show lack of interest to your thoughts. Watch your thoughts, as they come and go. Just watch them with lack of interest, as if they do not belong to you. Don't try to follow them, nor fight them. Shine star, yeah. You gotta be my song. Breeze moving the branch of little leaves of a saget tree even in the Bay Area park near the Mountain View job. There was a lake there. Just walking and moving gives you the gift of power. Life is not fair or unfair. Life isn't for or against anyone. Don't wanna lose my soul. Yeah. In the historic town of Kutná Hora, Czech Republic, hearing a couple's talking Farsi, Persian. Facing discomfort is never easy, but more often than not taking action to repair a relationship, to address an issue, to face the truth. To try a task that I have never done before is not as difficult as how I imagined it. David Morell's mix of free love at the Bar Dance Club in Los Angeles with my friends dancing in pumps. Patience is the calm acceptance that things can happen in a different order than the one you have in mind. David Allen. buying Italian used cassettes like Cambio by Lucio Dalla or Mieta in Seal Beach Store The Warehouse. No more struggle. Things arise and things dissolve forever and ever. The wild park with palm trees in La Linea, Gibraltar, with the Romero lavender bushes. I would go there and relax. Regard whatever rises as awakened energy. Reverse our habitual pattern of trying to avoid conflict, trying to smooth things out, trying to prove that pain is a mistake that would not exist in our lives if only we did the right things. Bread, cheese and tea. Noon, Paneer Vachai, on the way to Shumail, Caspian Sea. Engaging your mind is another good way to start your motor running in the morning. Read a few interesting stories or watch some instructional videos. When you get busy learning, you will forget that you are sleepy. The time in 1997 in Long Beach when it was raining so hard, and despite that I had to go to a video store to rent a foreign film on VHS by director Pasolini. Title: Porcelain. Loved it and learned Italian with it. You'll have to get creative about things that you can be happy about in the day that has started. For example, think about getting your favorite takeout food on the way home. Some Sundays in Long Beach I would go and lay down at a part of the beach that was near the gay bars and supposedly was where gays sat. Behind us there was a tall luxury housing skyscraper. Very pleasant the whole thing in the afternoons. As if I had no cares. Say affirmations out loud. Repeating a positive mantra out loud or in your head can remind you of specific happiness goals or help keep you level-headed when the going gets tough. Tell yourself, happiness is not dependent on outer situations, circumstances, or people. Happiness is within me, in the center of my being. I am happy now and always. If you're feeling overwhelmed, say in a clear voice, I am in control. I am the only authority in my life. Hearing original mix of Dancing Queen pumping out of a bar in Brno at night transported me to the 70s. Accept that this is as much as you can do, only this much you can control. You have to allow the rest to fate. It is not preparing more. The other record store from 1987 in downtown Long Beach with the owner who had his hairy chest shirtless, and I was browsing Prince double albums with the special smell of vinyl and used album covers. The guy was mentioning a song title by K.D. Lang from her country rock period before being mega famous. Remember paying attention to the eye-center tap of Prince's 1999 record. Buying used cheap records. Then bringing them back on a long bike ride back from downtown Long Beach. Count your blessings. Put your life in context. If you live in a building with a roof and walls, be grateful for that instead of worrying that it's too humble or too run down. If you don't have a home, be grateful for the clothes on your back. If you live somewhere with harsh weather, be grateful that it sometimes passes and becomes pleasant. Be grateful that you can think for yourself, comprehend beauty, and dream of better things. No matter your situation, if you're reading this article, you can find things to appreciate about your life. Think of them whenever you find yourself sitting and worrying instead of acting and enjoying life. Talking to a guy in the business park about Nietzsche Ebb concert. Watercolor paintings. Imagine you have a wet watercolor set, aquarelle, and you paint colors. Now green, now red, now blue, and before each stroke you breath. The couple in Fremont, California that had a store and were funny and nice to me. When you react to someone, you are validating. It is more powerful not to react. Echo Booneman in interview with Ian McKillop giving an explanation of the song The Cutter. He says some fan told him the pusher is cutting the good shit. This button is green, this cup has a red stroke, that door is painted white, that piece of cloth is pink. This glass is tilted blue. Just like little kids do, the game of naming colors. Like when a kid describes object. This bottle has a drawing of a tree on it. Breathe. Each time I hear the singer Sade, I get transported to walking the outdoor hallways with trees of the campus of Orange Coast College. There was a campus security guard with sky blue t-shirt. Swimming pools in Tehran. When you breathe very deep you imagine when you did breathing back then and you wouldn't take chlora. Remember this park that had a very large Olympic-sized swimming pool, and I participated in a competition and I had to drop out after completing only half.